was right about everything. I was right about everything once again. Once again. Israel just attacked Iran, as I told you it would. As I told you it would. So, to all of you who don't know this yet, and I think it's few, tonight, Israel struck Iran's nuclear facilities. And now, we're on the brink of World War III. As you know, or maybe you don't because you just arrived here, I predicted this at the beginning of this year. January, I said it, I think even before Trump was inaugurated. Israel will attack Iran. And there is nothing, or actually there are things, and there is nothing that Trump can do about it. The goal for Bibi Netanyahu and his government that is carrying out a slaughter in Gaza is to get a regime change in Iran. And they want to do it by taking advantage of their leverage on Congress. As you know, there is this lobby called AIPAC, American-Israeli Committee, Public Affairs Committee. And it has given American congressmen and congresswomen hundreds of millions of dollars. They have given Trump alone $230 million. We're talking about people like Miriam Adelson, who's given Trump $110 million, a great check. And other folks who have given other politicians and Trump himself all their money. And as you know very well, of course, now they have leverage on these people. So the reason why every congressperson says we stand with Israel, we love Israel, and everything, in spite of it being against America's detriment, is because they're bought and sold by many lobbies, but in particular, they've sold their soul to the Israeli lobby. Let's be totally objective here. I don't want to sound like a fascist or a Nazi, which I've been called to already, which is fun and fine, both of them. I don't want to be called a conspiracy theorist, or actually, if you want to call me that, fine. But in all truthfulness and objectivity, a war in Iran is a disaster for America. Way worse than the war in Iraq, which already was a disaster. And Trump himself, he who is allowing all of this to happen, said it in 2015 when he was debating the other Republicans, the GOP. What did he say? The war in Iraq was a mistake. We gave him $2 trillion. We lost $2 trillion. Thousands of lives. There were no weapons of mass destruction. That was a hoax. Everybody knows it. There were no weapons of mass destruction. And now look what happened. A war with Iran will begin. Israel attacked Iran without any justification whatsoever. Any justification whatsoever. Iran didn't do anything. They didn't strike Israel first. It was Israel who struck Iran first. This was all expected. I told everyone it was going to happen. I was correct. As always, may I add. Or at least in politics, I've been right just about every time. Okay, now that's a bit excessive, but it's true. I've been right most of the times. And given my little experience, it's a rather impressive track record, the likes of which very few political commentators have. And now what's going to happen is the following. People who aren't red-pilled are going to say, oh, but now Iran and Israel will just fight each other and it's going to be chill. This is the beginning of World War III, guys. This is way worse than the Russia-Ukraine conflict, not even close. Because look what's going to happen. America's going to get involved very soon. You know why? Because if Trump didn't get involved, and he said he would get involved. He said it on Truth Social 20 minutes ago. He said it, basically. He hinted at it. Okay, he didn't say it out loud, but he hinted at it. It's like Iran should have made a deal. We gave them every chance. And now we will support. And he said America's got the strongest military in the world by far. Israel has got very much of it. And we will give Israel more. So Trump is committing treason. And I like Trump. I'm not the biggest Trump supporter, but I'm a big Trump supporter. But this is treason. And I'm telling you this. Should Trump support Israel, and by this I mean send American military to Israel, he needs to be impeached. And I'm not a Democrat for saying this, quite the opposite. I've endorsed Trump. I like Trump as a person. I think he's the best president we could have had, better than Harris or any other Democrat. But this is unacceptable. And I'm saying this. If you want to be president, you must have guts. I understand Trump's going to get killed if he doesn't go to war with Iran. I understand it very well. But fuck off. If you're willing to sell, I mean, the basic pretext to be a leader is that you're willing to die for your ideas. If you ain't got that, out of the way. So I hope Trump lets Israel fight Iran by itself. But he won't. He will not. What's going to happen is the following in the next few days. I'm telling you. I don't know in how much time it's going to happen. Maybe it's going to be 2 days. Maybe it's going to be 20 days. Maybe a few months. Maybe a few years. But what's going to happen is the following. Israel will get attacked by Iran because Iran is going to retaliate. And what's going to happen is the following. America will get involved and say, Israel is fighting an existential war against a proxy, and since Israel is our greatest ally, USS Liberty, folks, they have to be defended by us, and we have to defend them. This is the same playbook for the Iran war. Same exact playbook. It's the same, one-on-one. It's a copy. It's identical. There's no doubt about it. This is the same way the war in Iraq started. Same way. Let's not lie to ourselves here. Let's not lie to ourselves here. Let's be honest, okay? This is the same playbook of the Iraq war. And Israel has just triggered World War III. We are fighting an existential war for our existence. I'm like, fight it by yourself, okay? Fight it by yourself. By yourself. Good luck, get fucked. That's what Trump should tell Netanyahu. You decided to strike Iran while we were negotiating with them. Now let's see what happens. Let's see what happens now. Go fight it by yourself. And if you get obliterated, you deserved it. Not the people of Israel. Netanyahu, of course. I don't want war. I don't want Jews to die. I know no Jews. And in general, I want peace. I want everyone to thrive. But I'm saying, Netanyahu and his government can go F themselves. F themselves. Every person who dies, every Israeli and Jew and American and person who dies in Israel is because of Israel's fault. Who dies because of Iran's attack is dying because of the Israel government's fault. Very simply. Because this is, and if any other country had done this, if any other country had attacked preemptively and without any reason another country, it would be obliterated by the media and by everyone. There would be destruction. When Russia attacked Ukraine, the whole world stood against them. I'm not saying it was wrong. Fair, it was correct. Now that Israel attacks Iran, we stand with Israel. They're fighting a war against Iran. Iran best not retaliate. The Congress is bought by AIPAC. This is the white pill, everyone. Everybody. The Congress is bought by AIPAC. Whether you like it or not, it's the way it is. Okay? And Trump is not gonna say to Netanyahu, gee, I ain't give you anything. That's not gonna happen. Not even in your dreams. Trump will bend the knee and he's gonna go down as the second or even worst president in American history, or at least the last few years. Just Biden maybe did worse, okay? Very simple. This is what's happening. and this is a disaster. Trump and the American administration told Netanyahu not to attack Iran, and they did it anyway. You know why? Because they know that in the end, America will bend the knee and support Israel and support this never-ending war and destruction. This is what's happening. Some very renowned people tried to warn everyone. Nicholas J. Fuentes, for example, he was right about everything in this regard. And he was right from the very beginning. He's been telling this for 2 years. Okay, so he's better than me. Nick's the GOAT. I admit defeat against a stronger opponent. Nick's the GOAT. But I've been telling this for 6 months. I've been saying this for 6 months, honestly. So even I have managed to be considerably accurate, I would say. So this is what's happening. Get ready, and Trump will bend the knee, and it's gonna be the end. That's what's gonna happen. If Trump doesn't bend the knee, I think the Jewish lobby will try to kill me, to kill him, maybe even kill me, I don't know. But they're gonna try to kill him, I suppose. And this is not anything conspiratorial. Look at the data. Look at how much money AIPAC has given to politicians, and do the math yourself. Thank you all for listening. Let's pray for peace. I'll do the sign of cross. Let's pray for peace. And thank you all, guys. Take care, and I love you.